Hi, I'm Healing Means. Welcome to my channel and welcome to a vlog in the car video. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Friday and I'm on my way to a walk-in dentist appointment. I was trying to get a regular appointment for my annual checkup and probably a cleaning. And the lady said, well, it's going to be a few weeks. And I was like, Lord, a few weeks. I said, but I also have some pain between two of my teeth. And she said, well, if that's the case, you can do a walk-in. But, you know, you got to be there at certain time. You don't know how long you're going to wait because it's a walk-in. I was like, okay, I'm going to get up early and go to the walk-in. Y'all, she gave me the time. And then she said, be there between 15 to 30 minutes prior. I said 30. You know how normally you'll have a dentist appointment and they might tell you be there 10 or 15 minutes early? No, y'all. She said 15 to 30 minutes early. I'm hoping that the dentist will see, oh, yeah, you just have like a piece of popcorn or something stuck between your teeth and like that's it. Y'all, please don't let it be no cavity. Y'all, hold on, because I got the bob and weave in this traffic. These people driving crazy. It is early in the morning and I guess people still trying to get to work, but it's a lot of bobbing and weaving action, and y'all know safety first now. Safety first. I am driving. I don't have it on the full self-driving like I'm driving, so I gotta pay extra attention. Speaking of that, y'all, just very quickly, so far my car's still safe. No vandalism or nothing like that, so I'm happy about that. But I'm still hearing a lot of reports and stories about vehicles like being set on fire, yo. Not just keyed, being set on fire. People shooting at the glass, or you know, shooting at vehicles, bullets, and but I'm fine though. I thank God for it. Anybody who have their car vandalized, you know, I'm sorry you had to go through that. But okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. But trust me, it's still on the front of my mind though. Like I said, when stuff hits you personally, you know, you pay a little bit more attention to it. Now, back to my teeth. So, I don't have no gaps between the two matching teeth on the other side. No meat or no food or nothing gets stuck between those teeth. But I have, you know, food gets stuck between the teeth, and then I'm constantly having to, like, pick it out with my floss picks or with my floss. And I do that, and I feel like I'll get the food out, but it feel like the original thing now feel like it's still stuck between my teeth. And I don't know if, you know, maybe I got it out, but it's like the residual pain, because it was hurting for a while, y'all, like months. But it'll hurt like on and off, and that's why I didn't really, you know, like pay it no. One time recently it was really hurting, and that's what put it back on my mind to make a dentist appointment. Then I found out it was going to be weeks before I could get an appointment, but I can do this walk-in thing. I'm hoping that because it's the Friday before Easter, that not a lot of people will be at this walk-in and I can get in the chair fairly quickly. I kind of estimated the time I'll be there as 2.5 hours. That might be a lot of time, that might not be enough time, but I have allotted about 2.5 hours, y'all, because I got other stuff to do today. Tonight is gonna be a Friday night movie time. Y'all know I usually go to the movies on discount days, but today, if you go by a certain time, there's a discount on the ticket price, so that's how I'm able to go today. And I think the movie is Sinners. If y'all heard of that movie, or if y'all know about it, let me know. I don't really know too much about it. I think I might have seen like one ad or one trailer or something on it, y'all, but I don't even remember what it's about. So that's the movie for tonight, and I'll let y'all know how that goes. Yesterday I did a couple YouTube shorts. I took some pictures for the community post, but I haven't put them up yet. I'll do that today. So I'm working on beautification of the 2025 Backyard Shenanigans Garden. And I'm working around the 3 fruit trees that I have in the ground. I know y'all seen for the past few Backyard Shenanigans videos I've done on YouTube shorts, you saw the red border bricks that I had on the ground near my trees. This is a project that I was gonna do, and I finally got started doing it. I started with my apple tree, and I was flipping over the pavers that I already had around the trees that's gonna be part of my little project. Y'all, I flipped it over. If I didn't see about 10,000 ants and about 20,000 ant larvae, and you know, once you flip over, once you expose the nest, they just run all over everywhere. So that's what happened with that. So I had to stop the apple tree, and I couldn't even start the lemon tree because, you know, they close to each other, and I flipped over those pavers and it was the same thing. I was working in the late afternoon, closer to the evening, because y'all, the honeybees on the lemon tree, they don't bother me. It's just the sound of their wings when they buzz and hum and get close to my face. I know it's just because they're trying to work, y'all. They trying to work, but they working my nerves with that buzzing and that humming. So I waited till the later part of the afternoon to start my work, but messing with those ants, that really got to me. And then I said, you know what? I have one more tree in the ground. I have my cherry tree that's a little distance away. And I started working on that tree. And when I flipped over the pavers, there was like a few ants, but they didn't have a whole nest with babies and all of that kind of stuff. So I was able to get that tree done. And instead of laying the pavers flat, I turned them up. And y'all, I like how it came out. I do. I like how it came out. You know, it's not Better Homes and Gardens, but it's Backyard Shenanigans Beautification. And I like the way it turned out. So I'm happy with that. With my hair, y'all, after I put in all of that work in the Backyard Shenanigans Garden, I had to wash my hair. Sometimes, y'all, I can just like rinse my hair and just be okay. But I had to wash it. I had to wash it. So I used some of the Afro-G Curlific shampoo that I will not repurchase. But what I did before I used that shampoo, I put some of that Just For Me detangling pre-poo deal. I put that on my hair. Put that on dry, dirty hair. I worked that through. I combed that through. And then I just shampoo right on top of that. I didn't rinse the pre-poo out. I put the shampoo right on top of that. And that helped so much. That helped so much, y'all. Because I know if I would have just straight with that shampoo, my hair would have been tore up. I didn't do a conditioner because the only thing I had in the shower is something that I have not done a video on yet, and I want to do the first impressions with the jewelry. You know, I don't be liking to leave y'all out, especially if it's a first impressions. So it's that Mystic Divine deep conditioner. That's what I had in the shower, and I didn't use it. I'll probably do a video on that. I don't know. I'll do a video on that soon. I also need to get from y'all, what am I going to do for the Alphabet Series 2025 letter C? I think I'm going to put a poll on my community post and probably give y'all 2 or 3 selections. I think I have a few product brands that begin with the letter C. After I used the shampoo, rinsed it out, I got out of the shower, and y'all, guess what I used for these twists? Guess what I used for these twists? Yes, none other than the Alikay Naturals Lemongrass Styling Gel. And guess what, y'all? It was the last bit that was in a jar. So that is done in a jar. Now, y'all know I also have some extra from when I rehydrated the dehydrated gel. So I do have like the equivalent of a whole nother jar. But I'm just going to put that on the side, or I'm going to use it and just not say nothing else about it. Because I think we all done had enough of the styling gel. I'm going to tell you, my rehydrated mix I think it's good. Like, I like it. I like it. Just did twist and I did perm rise, and it was late at night, y'all. So my hair is still kind of wet. I took the ones in the front and just put it in a little claps in the back. I don't know if y'all could see that or if y'all saw that. Because when I go to the dentist, I don't like to have hair in my face, like too much really, but I definitely don't like to have hair in my face when I'm going to the dentist, because I don't want them to have to fight with nothing. I don't want to have to move or fight with nothing, y'all. I don't like going to the dentist. I don't. I don't, y'all. I got childhood trauma from the dentist, so. And y'all, please just let it be something stuck between my teeth. Please don't let it, you know, have like developed into no cavity or nothing like that, or whatever it is. Let them be able to do it in 2.5 hours. Like, just let them be able to do whatever they gotta do. I don't want to have it to be no cavity and they gotta work on it today, y'all, because I'm going to the movie, and guess what? I want to eat some popcorn. I want to. I'm probably not, but I want to have that ability to be able to eat it without, you know, recovering from dental mouth. So y'all know that I grafted my apple tree. So I grafted 4 different varieties of apple on top of my Fuji apple. So I'm gonna have my Fuji apple plus the 4 varieties. I'm supposed to check it next weekend, but I think I'm gonna check it this weekend, because I want to see, y'all, I want to see if the grafts took. So I grafted 2 scions of each of the 4 apple varieties. So I have 8 grafts on my tree. And if 1 graft will take, I'm gonna be happy. I do have some flowers and budding. The tree is leafing out, so I know that it is healthy and, you know, continuing on with life, even though I cut off 8 of its limbs. So I had the tree grafting thing going on, and y'all, I still have not sowed 1 seed. So Monday's garden live stream, the live stream that I've been doing with Joy, she's gonna be in a chat but not up on screen. So I think I'm gonna take that time to finally sow my seeds. I did make an order from Greenstalk Garden. Yesterday they started their egg-tacular or something like, I forgot what they call it, but kind of like Easter extravaganza. Y'all know, so you know how these companies be making these names. But they did, they started their sale, and guess what, y'all? They finally got the humidity domes for their new Greenstalk seed starting kit. So I ordered some of those. Maybe that was one reason why I was delaying on sowing my seed. No, y'all, I can't blame it on that. I couldn't. I can't blame it on that. I went to Walmart and I got what I thought was going to be a large enough clear tote to fit over the whole seed starting kit. It was a 54 quart clear tote, and I just was going to use that for like the humidity dome. And for me, honestly, it wasn't so much for the humidity. It was just to protect the seeds during germination and seedling stage, because I'm doing everything outside. I put the tote over the top of the seed starting tray, and it's just too small. It is just too small. I'm glad that they did the sale with the seed starting domes, so now I have them, but I gotta wait. I'm gonna sow the seeds. I was thinking about leaving the trays inside until the domes come. We have to see how that goes. I'm using peat moss. The only organic item that I have is earthworm castings. I don't think that that's gonna be enough to like attract bugs or any kind of bugs or whatever gonna be in there. The problem is all of my ingredients for the my seed starting mix been outside. They've been outside like this whole time. So y'all, I don't know. I'ma see. And y'all, I think I done turned the wrong way. So let me go because I definitely want to get here 30 minutes early, 30 minutes before the doggone appointment time, and I think I done went the wrong way, so I need to turn around and go back. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for this video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, click that notifications bell, Make sure it is set to all. Like, comment, and share with everyone you know. Let me make this turn, y'all. And until next time, be safe, be well, and be blessed. Let me see where I can make a U-turn. Because y'all know they make it to where you got to drive down like 10 exits, 10 stop signs before you can make a U-turn. Let me see what's it. No U-turn, of course. Ladies and gentlemen, why am I back in my car? Because guess what? I got here 35 minutes early. Not 15, 20, 25, 30. 35 minutes early. And you know the lady said, oh, the last slot just been taken. So she called another clinic that I got to hurry up and get to now. That she guaranteed me a spot though, y'all. If my mouth wasn't hurting so bad, y'all know I'd have been let this go. But I need to try to get my tooth checked out. Y'all, I'm happy Friday. All right, y'all, last little clip. So I went to the walk-in dentist here at the second location. The dentist checked me out. They did x-rays. They looked at the area, and the dentist said all he sees is inflammation. So no cavities, no root canal, no nothing like that. But I do need to get scheduled for an exam, full x-rays, and a cleaning. So thank goodness for that, y'all. Now, will I be eating popcorn at the movies tonight, y'all? Probably not. Probably not.